shaped by one of evolution's truly incredible transformations. It's inside my own head. All we need to do is go and find it. This is my air drum, a thin skin stretched tight across my air canal. But what I want to show you lies on the other side of my air drum. That's never been possible before. This time, we can fly straight through my air drum. We're inside my head, and at last, I can show you what we've come here to see. On the right, it's my air drum again, but now we're looking at it from the back, and attached to the middle of it is what I want to show you. It's a bone. Though it's towering above us, it's actually tiny, about the size of a grain of rice. It's the first in a chain of 3 bones which transfer the vibrations of my air drum to receptors in my cochlea. They are the smallest bones in my body, and they're perfectly engineered to perform their task. Yet these bones will reveal how evolution has transformed us, because they were once something completely different. Let me take you back, even before birth, and the bones will tell us their story. A fetus in the womb, just 12 weeks old, and it's only a few centimeters long. It would fit in an egg cup. Deep inside its head, its air bones are forming. Now, let's look at younger and younger fetuses. 8 weeks. 7 weeks. 6 weeks. We are actually witnessing something amazing, because at certain times in this early development, our human embryo betrays the shapes of the embryos of some of our distant pre-human ancestors. In other words, what we're looking at now is like the embryo of a creature we evolved from millions of years ago. It's just as if we are journeying back in time, virtually rewinding evolution to show episodes in the history of life. If we use the magnetic scanner, incredible detail is revealed. We can see right through the skin at the brain and the spinal cord beginning to form. And the beginnings of an eye behind the emerging hand. Like some of the creatures that preceded us on the evolutionary tree, it has a curved spine and what might be a tail. And those amazing air bones we saw earlier are taking shape on the outside of the head. The cells that will make them are located here, tiny grooves almost hidden behind that hand. Millions of years ago, the embryo of a distant ancestor of ours would have shared with us many of these features. As well as giving rise to us, it gave rise to all sorts of other creatures. And in those creatures, these features we're looking at here have evolved quite differently. We can actually see it happening with the air bones, because those very same grooves that in us will become our air bones, in this creature become something else entirely. This is the embryo of a fish. Here is its heart, and it too has a curved spine. And the tiny grooves here, just a fraction of a millimeter long, have evolved to become not air bones, but supports for its gills.